But so many people that he knows as well are making 40, 50,000 a year, and they're completely happy. And maybe you're asking yourself, well, how the hell are you happy making 40, 50 a year? I don't know. Maybe you're not one of those people. Maybe I'm not one of those people. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me on today's podcast. This is the new Eric Fierro podcast, and the reason I wanted to change the name is just because I wanted to be able to talk about a variety of different subjects outside of Medicare, because there's so many interesting people out there that talk about so many awesome things that can bring value to what we do in our lives and our business. So, with that being said, today's subject that I want to talk about is success. Now, I'm one who believes in objective truth, meaning that you can't see things from one way or other, like the facts are the facts, like 2 + 2 is 4, right? There's no other way to see it. That's an objective truth. So I do believe in that. But when it comes to the word success, I believe success is subjective. Everybody's definition of it is going to be a little bit different. I just want to today talk about mine, and maybe some of you might resonate, and maybe some of you won't. So I know that in our world of the insurance business, a lot of people freely talk about how many apps they're writing, how much business they've written, how much commissions they're getting, and that's all good, right? Kudos to those who are successful, but with a lot of the insurance agents that I've talked to, sometimes that can be demoralizing, or it can end up causing the opposite effect where maybe those people wanted to try to boost you up and get you excited and say, guys, look at what's possible if you put in the work. But for many, they instead, unfortunately, will look at that and say, I'm just not that good. When am I ever going to get to that level, right? They say things like this and they talk this negative talk, and unfortunately, it just does more harm than good. So I want to just kind of at least lay out a foundation of what another version of success could be that's not financial. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that financial gains and trying to increase how much you're earning is a great vehicle to being able to do what I'm about to describe, which is, for me, the idea of success is freedom. Not just financial freedom, okay? Because again, I still got payments, I still got bills, I still got expenses, but I feel like I have freedom because I can be present for my family. What does that mean? Well, when my kid has practice, I can go to his practice. I can drop him off in the morning. I can pick him up in the afternoon. I can go to his games. I can go to his tournaments. I can help him with practicing his taekwondo. Like, I have the time to be able to make sure I'm present for him and for my wife. I can go to lunch every day with my wife. We can go try an awesome restaurant every day at lunch if we wanted to, right? I mean, I've been able to work hard enough to get myself in the position where I can now have some of my time back. Now, it doesn't mean that that's easy for everyone, because in reality, it takes a lot of work. But if you're willing to put in that time and effort in the beginning, within a few years, if you're consistent, you could find yourself doing exactly the same thing if that's your definition of success. For me, it is, because it gives me that happiness that I'm looking for, where I know that if my kid needs me, he can count on me. I know that if my kid wants to go out and shoot some hoops, he can count on me. I know that if my wife wants to do a project, she can count on me to help, right? There's just a variety of different things that factor into what it's like since I'm able to get my time back. So that's ultimately, for me, what I see as success, is being able to be present for my family. And here's the crazy thing. It doesn't take millions of dollars. It doesn't take the need to make millions of dollars a year in order to be happy and successful. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk makes a big deal about this, because he talks about how he knows tons of millionaires who are miserable. But so many people that he knows as well are making 40, 50,000 a year, and they're completely happy. And maybe you're asking yourself, well, how the hell are you happy making 40, 50 a year? I don't know. Maybe you're not one of those people. Maybe I'm not one of those people. I will tell you that I spent many, many years in my early career making about 20 grand a year, right? Wasn't much. And I remember once I got into the insurance industry, my first year was a little rough go, but the second year I ended up making about $75,000. And I remember looking back and saying, dude, this is amazing. That feeling you had, it was just like, wow, I can go out and do things without stressing. I can go out and eat 3 or 4 times a week now without stressing that I'm going to run out of cash or not be able to pay my house. It was a game changer. And it may not sound like much, but it was reaching that pinnacle that allowed me to change my thinking, to start saying, I'm going to go bigger. I can do more. But the cautionary tale here is still that in doing that, I ended up working a lot more. I ended up hustling a lot harder, and it did affect my relationships. And I wanted to make sure moving forward, especially since my son came along, that wouldn't be the case. I didn't want him to feel like he was missing out on his dad because his dad is always working. His dad is too busy trying to make millions that he doesn't get to spend time with his son. I just wanted to make sure that no matter what, I can be present. Now, again, millionaires normally can buy back their time that way, right? They have the ability where they can hire people to buy back that time. And I just, I don't want to discredit anybody who's working towards that goal. Lofty goal, awesome goal. I personally am working towards it. But I'm making sure that in the meantime, as I'm building and as I'm getting there, maybe I'm going to take longer, but I'm going to be happy. I'm going to enjoy my family. I'm going to enjoy my kids. I'm going to enjoy being present. I want to enjoy my life. I want to go do hobbies. I want to play golf. I want to do all these different things in the meantime. I don't want to wait till I get to the pinnacle of making millions a year to enjoy life. I do plenty well right now, and I'm going to enjoy it right now. And I just want to make sure you guys do the same. So for anybody who's out there who is looking at what other people are doing and how well they're doing, and you're thinking you're down on yourself, please don't be. Just make sure you're putting in the work. Just make sure you're being consistent. Just make sure you're building great relationships, because ultimately your relationships are going to be the catalyst to getting you to the next level. It's your relationships and your knowledge and the execution of it that's going to get you to the next level. So I just want to encourage you guys, don't give up, don't get sad, don't give in. Instead, keep pressing forward. Know there's other people who are just like you that are going to make a change, and they're going to make it for the better. Again, this is just one person's opinion of success. It's subjective. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But at the end of the day, that's how I feel. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'd love to know what you guys think is success. Please comment. Tell me below. I wouldn't mind at all, because, again, even though I know people may be completely contrary to what I think success is, it's okay. We can all have a difference of opinion. This is one of those things that is subjective. All right, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Hey, thanks for watching the podcast. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you can get notified when more new content comes out. We'll see you on the next one.